Taking it all in. Hi, welcome. Oh, I didn't hit my go live button. It wasn't there. Kitty, kitty. I just gave him some fresh water. Yeah, he'll be back. Hello, welcome to my tube. My name is Margie. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having this little talks, these little monologues, these little Margeologues with mom and Margeologues, on how I feel about things. She's watching the cat, and I'm watching her watch the cat. It's just really cute. Animals are just bring so much joy. Add so much joy. If when people don't like animals, that is a huge red flag to me. When they don't like show any kind of affection or something, that is just even if you don't have them because of for whatever reasons, because a lot of people don't have them because of allergies and stuff like that. But that don't mean that you can't be like affectionate, still. So that's a big red flag to me. Anyway, I was thinking about the ways of the world today. I figured out how to wear my hat and listen to music at the same time. I'm pretty excited because it started to get hot. Well, the sun's out. It's not really hot yet, but man, being closer to the sun than I'm ever been used to, it'll take a little bit to get used to, but I'm going to turn some golden colors. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at this. My face has been in getting sun, but not the rest of me. I'm two-toned. Anyway, today was kind of a... Luna isn't feeling good. I think it's the antibiotic, so she's not... I'm not giving them to her anymore. She's had them for a week. And I'm going to give her a day or two to let her stomach settle. She got a little pumpkin today. Little pumpkin. She puked, threw up so much all over in the bed in there. And usually, like, I could catch it, but I was laying, I didn't catch it. Because I could tell, because she'll start to do that. She's been doing it the last couple days, and I think it's these antibiotics. That's because her stool is fine, her poop is good. She's drinking high water. She's producing urine. All of her other systems are go. And that's the only thing different. So, big pharma sucks even for dogs. And how come they can't seem to fucking make pills that like taste like beef and shit like that? They still can't do that. Like a dog, gets like I don't know. It doesn't anyway. So I don't want to complain too much today because I'm trying to be in gratitude. Because every day I go out, because I've been a little heady about Luna, so I go outside and distract myself, and just see all the beauty that's around everywhere. It's everywhere. It's so nice. It feels so good. I just thank you, thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. And even laid on the sunning chair this morning. Got to talk to a friend this morning. That was nice to talk to people because I don't even talk to my friends. Like I don't talk to people on the phone much. I'm about due for Mr. Iski call. I talk to him pretty regular. He's probably the person I call the most regular. And when the shit's really hitting the fan, he hears from me the most. He's like my father figure. And he's the voice of reason that I often hear that reminds me if I'm on a emotional ledge, so to speak, and I'm like about to lose my freaking temper. And my losing my temper is just talking some serious shit. But the thing of it is you can't even talk shit anymore because people will just fucking shoot you. They really will. I better learn how to dodge bullets. Maybe jam some freaking... No! You're not gonna work! Who knows? Hopefully, I never have to come across another... I never have to stand in front of another gun again. It's not I'm not a fan of guns. So now the only thing I shoot with is my Nikon. Huh. Huh, Mom. I should go out. I should take it out. Up the Rio Grande. Take my hat. Safety first. It isn't. Always understood that it's like you. What I did for me and my. I got pretty okay skin. I'm starting to get like sunspots, stuff like that. But I'm almost 50. It'd be weird if I didn't. You know? And I think I look a lot better than these other people that are spending all this money freaking making their faces look. What is that? On purpose? You're paying somebody a lot of money to look like a freaking doofus because I have yet to ever, and I've been paying a lot of attention to people who have had plastic surgery, the before and after, since I was a kid and played the highlights game. What's different here? So I could tell. I could tell. And it's like, nobody ever looks better. They never look better. They never. What are you trying to get? What are you trying to achieve? Do you have an idea of yourself in your mind? And you're trying to make it, Interesting, I say. What motivates people? I almost had I looked into top surgery and I got braces instead. I'm glad. And I'm not like a trans, I don't want to be a man. I just have they're just in the way. They're just, detachment. I don't, and I wear like men's shirts and bow ties and stuff like that. I used to a lot more. There hasn't been a big occasion to dress up these days. I used to get a bow tie and go to the opera. Huh. Right, go to the bow tie and go watch a new Broadway show or something, or go to a concert, go to a show. There's a lot more things to celebrate. I got a little bit heady when I was worried about Luna today. I was trying to think about other things, and I was like, okay, all these people, all these famous people have like pledged their allegiance to the Lucy Fairy Tale Theater. And it makes me sad to see these reels of people with their one eye shots and it makes me sad. It does. Not to say that they could ever, come back to the Christ consciousness side. But, mostly people want big shiny stuff. People want stuff, man. The stuff. They have yard sales and sell their junk to make room to buy more junk that they don't use. In the Midwest, I saw it all the time. They'd have amnesty days. And the Nebraska Furniture Mart was right there, so you could just always buy new junk. Oh, income tax return season, buy new junk. Buy a bigger TV. To have your buddies over and freaking, stuff your face on barbecue and freaking food that's going to clog your arteries and stuff like that. But they have it, their lives might be shorter, but gosh darn it, they have a really good time during, right? Anyway, so I'm thinking about the farmer's market already. I'm excited for Saturday. I don't know what the weather is going to be like. I don't care. I have an idea to get in. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission, so things will unfold as the mission unfolds. So I'm not going to talk too much about it until I start having results. Tangible results. Because then that way, it kind of keeps, I look at it, it keeps me more accountable. Yeah. I'm tired of people that say that I mean, like, even in the world of business, what has happened to customer service? What has happened? I don't even understand how people think that they can talk to each other. It's really weird. It is. It's peculiar. I understand a lot of it's related to fear. Yes, I do get that. But seriously, man, people are really freaking. Ooh, I think it's the phones because they got used to just talking shit, and because you can just send a message. You don't have to face a person, People got really used to talking crap. Making comments, somebody's told me that I should just kill myself a few times. I'm like, what kind of person says something like that to it, like, what? I mean, because I've had a lot of really fucked up shit happen to me, and I have my own principles, my own personal constitution, and those I hold in high regard, and they all tell me that you don't treat people like shit. Even when I treat people like shit, I am quick to get my karmic retribution. I assure you that. Yeah. So, there by the grace of God go I. I freaking, And I get it. I get it. So, I try to be a little ray of light everywhere and every chance I can, but when freaking people are a dick, hi, baby girl. Hi. I'm so happy to see you. I washed the comfy blanket, and I slept better last night than I have since probably all the dogs started going to the vet. That's how good I slept last night. And I'm pretty sure it was my Afghan that I got from Jesse's Aboda. I'm pretty sure. And all the prayers and the good intentions that are woven into this thing. Because I had it on the bed, and then I was like, well, I don't want to put it on the bed if Luna's still pukey, so I brought it out here. But it's a hug. It's a hug. Anytime I want. From Jessie and her crew at Illuminate the Darkness. She's got so many. She's a Taurus, and she's got a lot of ideas. Taurus have great hair too. She's got great hair. She's got really cool hair. She's got the kind of hair that, like, when she braids it, like, the braids are... She's got good hair. Because you don't see a lot of people with good hair anymore. You really don't, man. People's diets and stuff are so crappy and stuff. But I appreciate good hair. My mom had a brother. His name's Kelly. He died in 1980. That was my 12th year. That was a hard year for all of us. He died in 1986. I want to say 6. I was 12. Yeah. That was the first time I saw human remains as ashes. Mom brought some back from... Did you have to identify him? No? Somebody else did that for you? Thank God. Some things people don't need to see, you know? So, he did hair in San Francisco back in, the 70s and 80s, and evidently he had contracted hepatitis B. He's homosexual. He's a beautiful gay man. You know? He had the biggest, brightest eyes. You know it? And a big smile. He was adopted also. I know that there are people in San Francisco that are still around that probably knew who he was, honestly. You know, I would love to find the record. I used to have it for years. I had his, like, day planner, and it smelled like his cologne. The cologne he wear. And so, you know, I always, like, whenever I'm out, because I don't remember what kind it was, but it's not really a common kind. And so, it feels good to remember him, because I only got to see him a few times in my life. But he was adopted just like Mom, you know. It got me all sad about Memorial Day and weekend and stuff like that. See, it's not for the same reasons. I'm going to piss people off. I always piss people off. Because they keep making these fake bullshit military conflicts, right? They keep going over there and freaking killing people in their countries, and, you know, and it's all about money, and it's all about control and power and stuff like that. And every civilization, you know, they keep changing the history books, but what we know and what we come to find out is yeah, I see you. Come here. Every civilization, you know, falls in about 500 years, and this country's only been around for about 250, so people better start learning how to act right to one another, you know, because it's things are changing so fast. The bridge is tumbling down. It really is. It really is. 'Cause people don't want to live the way that these ideologies that have been proposed to us. You know, it's like you tell us that this is what we're striving for, the goal that we're trying to reach is freedom, and then you just keep taking more and more shit away, and it causes more cognitive dissonance and and it just causes more problems. So things are really going to change here pretty quick. Yep, because people just aren't getting it. Thank you for liking my hat. Hi, Jessica. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad that you're on a walk, though, and it was good to see your plants today. I wanted to ask you how old they were, what age they are, because mine is only just like a few days old, and he's like this big. So if one day I'll ask you on someplace. Um. So, but you know what? I'm not always. I'm gonna be, and I gotta be clear. Full disclosure here is that sometimes I am the culprit. Sometimes I am the suck. If I'm not in a spiritual proper fitness and conditions, like that's why I keep my head shaved, do the freaking this, and only have hair on top, because I'm a fucking hothead. And somebody comes with me with some bullshit in the world, and and if I'm hot, I flash. It's one of my superpowers, but I try to use it for good when people are really being jerks, but it don't always work out. What's the matter? What? I didn't get to finish. Talk to the people on the YouTube link. Just say hi. You're talking their ears off, Mom? Nope. She went to the bathroom instead. I'm taking this outside because I gotta show people the clouds. It's just mean to not share. Driving to all my flowers that I get, I keep them because I think they're just as pretty dry. Okay, look at this guy. Boom. I can't really see what I'm showing. Oh, there it is. That doesn't suck. Hello, bird, flying up. Benny! Make better choices, middleman. You're so cute, Benny, with the waggedy tail. That's the storm that's heading over. Oh, I love this time of evening. This is when the birds start feeding. Benny! Ah! Ah! Culprit! Nasty dog. I clean up. I spend all of my time doing chores. And I don't want me necessarily. I just can't see what the camera is seeing. But there it is. Boom. All day, every day. Except, no, there are days, and they had been the last few days, there hadn't been any clouds in the sky. And I actually find that very unnerving. I actually really hate it. So, but that ain't the case today. We got the flowers. The flowers. Look at these suckers. Like, oh yeah, I was gonna do try and get some pictures from beneath looking up. I was gonna try and get some of those with my My phony phone. Yep, that doesn't suck either. So, if I'm in a bad mood, it's only because what? Benny! Benny! Get in the... It's only because, as Mom always used to say, I was choosing to be mad. I never understood what that meant. She would say that. You just choosing to be mad. And I'm like, no, I'm pissed because for some reason, everybody gets what they want in life but me. These are all the yard cars. It's a different culture here, that's for sure. That's for sure. I don't care. I'm just a spectator on Earth. I don't frickin' care. Has a place for all the cats to sleep and stuff. Oh, I got new stuff on the windows of the van. All politicians lie. Cut their pay. And it's a circle of greed. Whoop. What does it say on the other side? On the back, it says, hey, okay, hey, have a rad day. I have to watch Benny. Oh, enough misappropriation of funds. Politicians are the resource hogs. Oh, and then it says cops got too fat too. I put that on both sides because those guys should have freaking some physical standards, that's for sure. It's embarrassing. They just keep making bigger uniforms. It just sucks to watch. Some people just really let themselves go. I've done it before, but at some point, you gotta put yourself back together. Round it up. Benny! Benny, get out of there! Your little toilet paper fetish. What do you think, Ma? Do you see the clouds?
The clouds?
Say hi. Say hi. She has such a cool, she has the prettiest smile. Well, I think I'm about done running my... What was I going to talk about before Benny had to go out and eat poop? Oh, how I can sometimes be the person that is the freaking suck. The negative Nancy, you know, kind of thing. But sometimes people just plain deserve it. But here, it's kind of cool how basically people are decent to me here. They're more friendly to me here than they were in Nebraska and Oregon. Both of those places, people are just, they act like they may put a lot of effort into acting like they like you, but they really don't. Or you come to find out they really don't, or that to some people unconditional love, well, there's conditions. And if there's conditions to be met, I'm not going to fit the criteria. So I don't ever make the cut on the invite list much anymore. That's right. I'm starting my own party. My own party over here, my tiny little tube. Yeah, I thought about going for a walk today, but I laid down and did a meditate state, and then I would looked at the clock and it was 1 o'clock, and I was like, man, I felt that way, like that was the whole day. So I don't know, Memorial Day, it always annoys me, it always bugs me, because I'm like, people freaking create this system, man. You guys make these people dead. Stop doing that. Stop letting your kids enlist into this bullshit. What trade do they want to learn? Because there's enough of us, people like me. Uh-oh, is it that grape popper? I don't see. I'm gonna close this. Because this is the same time it came around. It's been coming around. I told Lyle to stay away from that. That gray cat, see, I love animals, but animals are, because some of them are just freaking straight up wicked. And they got some, like, brrr, wires crossed in their mind, just like people. We're animals. We're just the ones with thumbs and that are not supposed to be fucking shit up, but we all do. Anyway, this cat is freaking straight. It epitomizes evil in a cat. I have never met a cat that I really do not like. Like, I hate this fucking cat. This is an evil freaking wicked cat. And you can see it, and you know it's the oldest one around here, and that's why it's the oldest, because it just freaking shreds life. It's scary. That cat is scary. It walks at the dogs. Like, come on, no. I chase it off. I'm not afraid of it. You know? But that thing, man, so, yeah. And it's like, it's all extra wicked because of the freaking lunar eclipse that just happened. And now it's just like in the season. Now we're like in the portal from one. Now the solar one's on the freaking 10th of June. That used to be my sober anniversary day. 10th of June, 2002. I chucked that in 2016. I had a little bit more scouting to do. The stuff that I learned in those 9 months I was out there, I find it valuable. I don't ever regret anything. I'm just a freaking soul in a freaking soul sack, experiencing life, you know. I made a lot of mistakes because I've tried a lot of stuff, but hey, I've managed to get a lot of stuff pretty okay right. The breeze verifies that. I'd say. So that's cool, and that's the thing, is like, I just, there's enough, that's what I was gonna say, is there's enough people, like, that are getting out of the Air Force or the military now, that, you guys freaking go out and teach people what you learned in the community, so the kids and stuff can just do that in the community and not have to freaking sign their life away in order to do it. That shit's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. Unless freaking people are coming on this country to take this land, I'm sorted out. They ain't our shit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Generation out, every 19 years, there's some bullshit military conflict where a lot of people die. And you know what? There's a lot. It's cool about the farmer's market. I'm going to sit down and have a conversation with the man on Saturday, because I see him. This will be my third one I've been to. First two I've seen him. He's a Vietnam vet. I told him, I was like, our first conversation, I was like, hi, I'm Marge, because I always look for the hats and stuff. And I was like, I was in Operation Iraqi bullshit. He was like, I was in Operation, what did he say? Bullshit Vietnam. And I'm like, yeah, and then we get real talk, I wonder if I could interview him if he'd let me. He want to tell me some of his stories of his accounts. I would really like that. Yeah, I would. I would really like that. I love hearing about people's actual accounts about life, because I know I have mine. I have my life experience, yes, and it adds value. But I do not have all the life experience there is to have. And I missed out on a lot of stuff. So I am like, I always like to see how families interact with each other, how they talk to each other, families. The way people treat each other, it is just bizarre. And I could be curt, because in my mind, I'm speaking matters of facts. Mom always said my whole entire life, she's like, what is it? It's not what I say, it's how I say it. It's like my tone or something. I don't understand. Because it's mine. So I don't know. But I know I can be a freaking, yeah, I could be a freaking shark tongue. Oh, they're fine. Hopefully it'll rain a little bit. Look at that beam of light, Ma. God's looking right down. And you can see the sky. And the clouds floating. I hope they get rain. I brought the hose around and sprayed them a little bit, but it was so hot. It was like it was not at the most opportune time to water. You gotta water early in the morning, or like now. If it rained, that'd be rad. But counseling, yeah. I don't know. You know what I was thinking I want to do? I want to have, like, Mom always watches Longmire, and there's a character on here called Mega, Joe Mega. He used to be a mega partier, but now he's just mega blessed. and and he's like the tenant for like a RV park, trailer park, motorhome park, all the above. Just come park. And that's what I want to do. I think is like just have a come park. You know. Because there's always people around here in ads in Craigslist and stuff like that, and they're always asking like young couples for a place to just park their trailer. You know, like these couples, they're just like the you know, they're on YouTube. Everybody's traveling. Everybody's seeing what's about, and I've done all that. I've done a lot of that. I've gotten to travel. I've driven a lot of the interstates of this country. Not a lot on the east side, well, on the west side. I pretty much forgot the middle of the country all the way over, pretty much, you know, and there's no way there's 8 billion people on this planet. There's no way. There's no way. No way. Anyway, so, I think it would be cool to have people come and stay and visit, you know, and hang out, and then, like, and they have their trailer, their space, or whatever, and I mean, there's people with bed and breakfasts, but I've always liked hearing about. That sounds terrible. I don't know. There's dogs everywhere around here, man. It's just, and there's freaking. It's like it's it's definitely different culture than I've ever been used to. I'm not used to this. I want to close the window almost because now again it's all popping up, and that just sounded really that just sounded sucky. It's just weird. And then like there's dogs and cats and stuff that get hit a lot. There's a lot of turnover, and it just love them while you got them. And as I said that, felt the 10. Stanley walked right behind my freaking leg. You are the coolest cat, man. He is such a cool cat. I'm on his scratch post. That's what my computer stand is when I do my talks. And I got the microphone hooked up to the ledge and stuff. And he's like, he does this every time, huh? You're 11 nuggets. Just a big meow. He said, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. I get the southbound end of a northbound cat. Alright, so anyway, I always feel better after I do these little talks about how I feel about things. Huh. It's just as sweet as handsome as Kitty Meow. Yes. Yes. Verifiable. Yeah? Yeah. He's such a good guy. But yeah, I think that would be, you know, and then, because I learning from people, I find just as much counsel in people, and I got years, see, and that's the thing, is so many people want to clean up right now. A lot of people want to clean up their act, because for the last year, a lot of people have been able to freaking, you know, live in this haze of freaking alcohol and freaking food, because restaurants were delivering it to your house, you know, and there's a Walgreens here, and I'm like, man, this Walgreens is always busy. But when you go in the Walgreens, it's not really that busy. What is always busy is the liquor store that is connected to the Walgreens. It doesn't matter what time of day, it's always packed, and people are chasing sensations. And they're running from stuff, and when you run from stuff, you're creating more turmoil, and A lot of people are really wanting to clean up their act, and I would be glad to help people do that. You know, I know what it's like to freaking drink for a number of years. I know what it's like to be sober for a number of years. I know what it's like to start drinking again after being sober for a number of years. I know a little something about recovery, and if people want to have, have any questions about the, recovery that I know about, because I just have taken a little bit of this from this group that was cool in this group. That's what I've always done. I'm just a mishmash of like taking the good and leaving the rest. But sometimes I don't leave the rest because my shadow side is congruent to my light side. That is why I spend so much effort staying in the light side, because I know how low I can go. So I encourage other people to, to give it a go. It's cool to see it on. I saw it's to see people that are, celebrating, changing their life, living a different way, doing things different than they always done, and getting different results. It's pretty cool, actually, I'd say. My life is getting better. It is. I've been skittish for a little while. It's been a rough road for a bit. I feel like we're on the other side of it, but see, I knew when we were coming into it, back in the eclipse, back in 2018, August, I was like, that's when I really started tracking stuff for this time now. So I'm like, oh God, it's going to be a long, oh shit. But you know what? Me and Mom, we've been through a lot of long, hard, rough roads, haven't we? We have been through some stuff, Ma. From birth. Both of us. From birth. So, and we still managed to have a freaking kind and loving relationship with one another, huh? We haven't burned the bridges or freaking... We've had some pretty freaking gnarly arguments, though. Huh? Mom's just a long time ago. But we've healed. But, we're not even the same people that we were anymore. I love this album. I got it actually when I was flying out, deploying to Operation Iraqi Bullshit. This is the best part I got about it. Is that it was because people just like to give people that are going off to potentially die stuff. So they have this gamut, these tables that you can walk through, just all this stuff that you can throw in your bag. I got to go over in a cargo plane, which was a peculiar experience. Because there's just like, you have all these people that you have these square boxes where all these duffel bag goes, and then people are just strewn everywhere. Right? They're just everywhere. And then about, I don't know, I just went to sleep because the hum of the plane, just like I could just sleep, so I just went to sleep, but then they woke us all up when they refueled. They did a mid-air refuel. I wanted to see more about it, but you couldn't see out the windows. So, that was a trip, and then landed in Crete, the island of Crete. So much of the world, see, that's the thing, is like, sometimes I wonder, okay, do you think you should have traveled more? Kind of thing. And I still potentially could travel. There would have to be a lot less bullshit, because I'm not gonna go. I'm not wearing a mask on a plane. There's no freaking. I already have a hard no. I'm not afraid of flying. I'm not afraid of flying. It's more of an oxygen thing, like fresh air thing, for me. And the lack of it. And like recycled air. I don't like that stuff. Like, I don't like air conditioner. I don't care if it's really hot. I'd rather have swamp cooler shit than freaking an air conditioner, because that's when people get sick. That is when people get sick every freaking year. Every year. And they're not this year so much, or last year, because everybody was already homesick. Or thinking they were sick, or whatever. But so the freaking. But people get sick because they keep these settings of like freezing cold. These offices freezing cold, and then you go outside and it's 90, 104 degrees. That is a shock to your system. The greatest temperature difference causes a react. It'll cause it happens quick. And so like I don't know. I did not say that right. But if putting cold water to make ice cubes will take longer than putting in warm water. Warm water will freeze faster if you put like lukewarm water to freeze ice cubes. It's just how it is. Science, kids! So. Yeah, I just like to. And people have like invited me over to their freaking because I never had I never had. There's 10 years I was just complete. I had family out there someplace, but I didn't know where they didn't care where I was either. It's kind of how it is now. It's weird. I've always been just a spectator on this planet, so it's really weird to see the shit that people get caught up in. But it's changing. It changes all the time. I just got to try and stay on the bright side of things, huh? Well, Stanley, I think Stanley and I are I haven't had much of an appetite lately either, and I think Stanley and I are gonna split a bowl of cereal. He always just gets the little bottom part of the milk, huh, Stanley? He likes it. He likes splitting the cereal, huh, Stanley? He's just a cool cat. But I'm gonna end with the Warrior's Prayer. I haven't done that in a while. I guess I'm at another point, another tier in life where I have to start I don't know. I have pretty good sight still. I read in the dark. I can. Anyway, Warrior's Prayer. I am what I am, and having faith in the beauty within me, I develop trust. In softness, I have strength. In silence, I walk with the gods. That part, I don't know about that part. I get tripped up about that because I only really like to walk with the one God. I know that some of the other gods, they got some stuff going on, but to worship false or anyone, but I'd always thought that was no bueno. So that line kind of. I get the spirit of it, so we'll just keep going. In peace, I understand myself and the world. In conflict, I walk away. In detachment, I am free. In respecting all living things, I respect myself. In dedication, I honor the courage within me. In eternity, I have compassion for the nature of all things. In love, I unconditionally accept the evolution of others. In freedom, I have power. In my individuality, I express God force within me. In service, I give what I have become. I am what I am, eternal, immortal, universal, and infinite, and so be it. That's what I got for now. Hope you have a rad night. Peace.